Chaser retimmer in the Nebraska Panhandle just east of the Valentine area. The storms are beginning to intensify here rapidly. I expect the storm cover to absolutely go nuts over the next few hours. That includes the Dakotas all the way down through Nebraska. We are in a moderate risk area here, mainly for a widespread straight line wind threat and very large hail expected from northern Nebraska, central Nebraska, possibly impacting the I-80 corridor this evening. And right now, these storms are developing rapidly. There you can see that crisp updraft base just through the Valentine area. Storms are beginning to mature, starting to hear some thunder as well, and they're also anviling out aloft. While my main target area is up in North Dakota, where a tornado watch is issued and there are easterly winds, much stronger low-level shear, I had to play this Nebraska target so I can make it down to the Riverfest event in Wichita, where we'll be having the Dominator 1 on display. But I'm going to be chasing the moderate risk area. And as these storms congeal into a squall line, it'll surge southeast into that instability axis and become a very long track damaging wind event, probably all the way down to the I-80 corridor. And I'll be covering it the entire time here. We've got very moist southeasterly winds ahead of these developing storms. You can see the low clouds right there, indicative of very deep moisture. Dew points here in the upper 60s. And those upper 60 dew points do extend into southern Nebraska. So I'm going to play these storms, the initial supercell mode. Initially, there is a chance that they could produce a tornado or two before they congeal into a mass and then surge south into that intense instability axis. And another rental today. Dominator 3 is up in North Dakota with Sean. But there you can really see this storm that's intensifying off to the west. A lot of cape and instability. So I do expect the hail sizes to be massive out here. And the low-level moisture is better than I've seen in many setups so far this year, although I've been chasing the high plains a lot. But there you can see those towers organizing, and they'll gradually consolidate into a dominant storm here, and eventually all these storms will congeal into a mass and then turn southeast. There you can see some storms intensifying off to the north of Valentine. That's the underside of the anvil right there. That modeled appearance shows that there is pretty intense upward motion there. So I'm going to keep an eye on this storm, especially the ones off to the southeast. I will want to hedge toward the tail end Charlie today because these storms will have a tendency to congeal into a line very, very quickly. But I'll try to go live as these storms evolve and then move off to the southeast. Likely it'll be a massive shelf cloud that'll surge into central Nebraska along the I-80 corridor, but it's June in Nebraska, so you absolutely have to chase regardless of the setup. These storms above me are starting to drop some rain already, and eventually as they mature and continue to grow and start to rotate and develop mesocyclones, that's when those hail sizes could be baseball size or even larger. So there's a very good chance I'll see some massive hail on this chase. Here's the storm here just to my west, the south side of Valentine. Looks like that one over there is starting to pull in some inflow bands too. The winds are a lot more southeasterly too in real life than compared to some of those model analyses. Big updraft right there. Just got to figure out which one's going to become the dominant storm. There's also one off to the south there as well. Need to keep an eye on that. This one will start producing rain, very large hail right there. But still, these goodbye. Get out of there. Clear the. This is a nice updraft base to the west here with good southeasterly winds flowing into it. But you are going to need to have a right mover out here today because the wind shear is largely out of the south, or at least the low-level flow. You do have some southeasterlies, but if you can have a storm that moves east-southeasterly, that'll really enhance the storm relative shear. It's the second tick I found in 2 days. I found one crawling on my neck yesterday after that a run up Bergen Peak. There's a bigger base back behind it too to the west. So now my plan is to head toward Ainsworth and get ahead of these and then pick which ones are going to become dominant. Just getting started. Chase is very young, but I thought I'd film an introductory live for you guys. Stay safe out here in the moderate risk area, all the way from the western central Dakotas down through central Nebraska. Lincoln, you'll probably get a big time squall line a few hours after dark. Never stop chasing.